Hi guys, garden update time. Let's go see what's going on. First of all, there's the pots. I turned these sideways. I haven't put holes in the bottom yet. It was raining and they're filling up. But there's the potted tomato plants. Let's go over here. Pepper plants. The onions are doing really good. They're bulbing up. Doing pretty good. Over here. So this is the buckets. The peppers are doing really well. In fact, I'm gonna need to, let's see, got some jalapenos on there. Oh, this one's got a bunch too. Bunch that need to get picked. Some tomatoes. The tomatoes doing pretty good. Right there, the air conditioning's on. Let's see, bean. The lettuce is going to seed, so we're going to let that happen. Strawberry, the tomato, pepper. Look at how big that is. It's huge. Celery, tomatoes. In fact, I think the celery, let me show you the stalks. I think I can, I got full, beautiful celery. And then, what was that? Daisy. Daylilies these are seeding. One random milkweed. Black-eyed Susan. Coneflower. These are my pink, let me come over here. These are my pink daylilies. Look. Aren't those pretty? They are called Bama Made. And then these are like a red, orangey kind. Well, while I'm here, volunteer tomato. Cabbage is doing good. The purple is bulbing. Another volunteer tomato. That cabbage is doing good. These are getting eaten by something. Another volunteer tomato. So I left this one. It's not really doing much of anything. It's got a little teeny thing in there, but I left it. I was gonna pull it out, but then I figured if the worms are eating this one, then maybe they'll leave the other ones alone. And then there's a big, let's see, there's a big one in there. Oh, let's just take this off. I put my hair clip on there to try to, there's a nice one. In fact, I could probably pick that. All right, let me put my little hair clip back on here. I'm trying to protect him from the sun so he doesn't get all yellow. All right, that's good. Like this one's kind of got a yellow tint to it. And he's under the tree. I didn't think he would have like a yellow tint to him, but they say volunteer tomato. These tomatoes, man, they're everywhere. Look, there's another one, volunteer tomato. Tomato, zucchini, and then this is the what's it called? I want to say banana squash. That's not what they are. Maybe they are. They're supposed to. I thought the picture said that they were pink. They're a winter squash, so maybe they turn pink. I'm not really sure, but there's a bunch of them up there, so we'll see how that goes. They're having issues. So is the zucchini. It's having issues. It has the powdered mildew, so I've been treating it with milk for the last week. And it actually has gotten better. I need to take off some of the bad leaves. And I've harvested probably about 30 zucchini out of here already. Like, no joke. It's in fact, here's a bunch ready to, there's some more ready to be picked. Here's an overview of this jungle. Strawberries did really well this year. The ones that were in the mulch that kind of grew by themselves and the ones that grew under the blackberries did the best. So I'm just gonna let them go. I gotta pull all this stupid grass out, and it's not even like normal grass. It's like that one that grows like the 5 or 6 pieces together with it. It's ridiculous, but Beans are doing good. Let's see if we can walk down this middle aisle here. There's a bunch of beans that I gotta come out and pick. This will be the third picking of beans. Peppers are doing better. So I put worm castings on them and sprinkled them with some calcium, and they just started to be better. So I think that helped them a lot. And this is the view down there. So let's go around the front. My eggplants are just starting to come in. They're all flowering, so that's good. Let's go back this way. Blackberries I've picked. I have 4-gallon bags of blackberries. And here is, I just picked yesterday, and look how many there are that's ready again. And then this thing, I don't know what this thing is. I don't know if this is a wild grape. The Japanese beetles have been on it, but this is what the leaves look like. And it has these little grabby things, and I have cut this down 5 or 6 times, like to the ground. I pulled it out once and then I cut it down, and it's just growing like in it, like it's tangled in this. I don't know how to get rid of it. It's like every time I cut it, it comes back stronger. So I'm not sure. Okay, so blackberries, goji berry. Look at what happened to the goji berry. Yeah. I don't know if this is common, but it dropped all its leaves. Like, this is the only little section here that has leaves on it. Other than that, like the very tops have leaves down inside, and I got a weed in here. It dropped all its leaves. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. The blueberry is doing good. The raspberries are everywhere. I mean, everywhere. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. They're popping up everywhere. The blueberry, the new one that I got this year, it's doing good. This is the one that was kind of dead last year. I got to weed again, but it has like tripled in size this year, so I don't know. But let's go over here and look at, that is, well, that's a new cane for this year. I got to pin up to the thing, and that's the zucchini. The corn's doing good. I did get a couple ears of corn. And then the raspberries are all doing great. I've picked several raspberries. The strawberries are doing good there, actually. I'll be curious to see how they do in the winter, if they come back for next year or not. And then remember, these are all my Roma tomatoes in the cages right here down this row. All Roma tomatoes, and these plants are full of Roma tomatoes. I mean, there's hundreds of tomatoes on these plants. And then this is an overview from the front. I built my little contraption out so they have support. And then we will go over around here. Look at, I just want to show you, because I seen this the other day. Let's see if we can get it close. Look how big this tomato is. This is like 2 of my hands put together. These leaves, there you go. Huge. But there's a ton of green tomatoes on these. So this is kind of like, that's the chard. This is a shot of like this side of things. And then there's the middle, which is like tomato forest. And then this, you just keep building up. I just keep building up. So see, I put these like pieces, you just cut them to go across. And I have a cross beam that I put on there just for support. And I don't have any problems with these tomatoes. I mean, they're loaded. They're everywhere. They're loaded with tomatoes. So those are doing good. Let's do an overview of this side. And then this. So this is celery. This is a volunteer tomato. This is my white acorn. It's like a winter. I don't know, I've never grown this variety before. This will be the first time, so I hope it's good. But look, there's these leaves. There's a little white acorn on there. They have a bunch on there. You can kind of see them through. There's a bunch of them on there, so that's cool. And then if you look down, you will see my little watermelons. We'll go around this way, around the jungle. Maybe we'll go around the back. Let's go around the back. Might be easier. There's my little flower. Okay, so little dinky watermelons. I mean, they're palm size right now. So hopefully, you know, they're cute. They're cute, right? This mess, look at it. So my bee balm was doing good until I pulled it up. So it was all laying over. Do you remember last time? This was all laying over here on the ground. So I pulled it up with the string and then it died. I don't know if it killed it. I don't know what happened. But it just, I don't know. It didn't like it. I don't know. I gotta clean all this stuff out. This is still a hot mess. I'm so proud of my little flowers. I grew them from seed. I've never grown, well, I should say I've never had flowers actually grow from seed before. They've never made it, but this one's doing really good. But they're just little flowers. So cool. And then my rose bush rebloomed. So that's pretty neat. I need to clear all this out. So I didn't get back to it for a while because the kittens were, you can kind of see where they're laying right there. They were like staying right there. This thing, I don't know about this. And then this bloomed this time. This is a garden phlox, something like that. So yeah, the kittens were laying over there, so I didn't do anything with that coneflower. Mainly because I just haven't got around to it. I was trying to keep everything else weeded, and I figured the bees would find the flowers on their own. Oh wow, somebody was playing with the radish. We left these radishes to go to seed, and we pulled all the rest of the radishes. Those are pretty good. My snow peas, I need to pick those. This is the one volunteer tomato plant. He's huge. And you see my little cat deterrents, right? And you see him in the lawn, so they're playing. Everything is a toy. Seriously, like everything is a toy. I put those in there to kind of, I don't want them playing around in here with my stuff, but one tomato, those are volunteers. Let's see, there's one pea back here, celery that overwintered that's going to seed, so I can save the seeds from the celery, and that's that volunteer tomato. A couple beets, onions. This is one tomato plant here, and this is one tomato plant here. Remember, those were volunteers. There's actually kale underneath here. It doesn't look like it, but the kale's probably what is holding it up, because it's like I did one on each corner. One cucumber back there, starting to grow up the trellis. The fuchsia plant is coming back. It bulbed again. And this is one sprinkle plant, or spoon. I think that's the technical term, spoon tomato. This is one plant. Just one. Can you believe that? It like vines out. Like, it's so cool. Like, if anybody has children, this is a neat tomato plant to plant just for them. or to have them plant it. There's so many vines, and once it produces tomatoes, they're like the cutest little things. You'll see again this year when I harvest them. It's just really a cute plant. I think I enjoy it, so I think kids would enjoy it too. My onions, there's a pea in there. What is this? Swiss chard. Look at the Swiss chard. Look at it. I don't even know if it's supposed to be this big, but it's as big as my arm. I'm trying to see if it's picking up. There's so sunny out that the glare, but you can see like it's huge. And this is my sacrificial dill. One, I need seed, and two, there were a bunch of swallowtails on it. It doesn't look like they're on there anymore, so they might have just moved along. And then a volunteer tomato. Tomatoes are everywhere. And then this is the potatoes, hot mess potatoes. Okay, let's see. This doesn't have anything in there. That had the cilantro that died. But look what popped up. All these little basil plants that I planted last year. All of a sudden, they're sprouting from last year, so that's weird. And then I put some dill in right here. My basil from this year, parsley, oregano, chives. And I think that was it. I was hoping the little kittens would be out here so you guys could see. They're so cute. I was trying to see if I see them under. Sometimes they lay under the tomatoes because it's nice and shaded and cool under there, especially once I put the soaker hose on for the day. They like to lay under there. But I walked around the back and I didn't even show you the front of the that's what. So I'll go back this way again. Oh, okay, so cantaloupe. Let's see if we can squeeze in here. Oh, I just face planted a spider web. That's awesome. Hopefully it's not on me. Probably is. Let's not think about that. Okay. So this is the cantaloupe. I have one on there. It's kind of weird. I don't know if that looks like a cantaloupe to me, but maybe that's how they look when they're young. I've never really been successful growing cantaloupes, so they start off fuzzy. I guess he's all fuzzy, but there's a bunch of them on there. And then this is supposed to be a white cucumber, and then on the end is, let's see if we can get over here, is a little honey nut, which is so cute. Look, here's one. You see it? It's so cute. And then here's, wait, where did it go? Oh, there's another one. A little honey nut. They're so cute. Okay, and then let me turn around. So this is the back side of this one tomato. And then, remember how I said I was going to leave this empty because I was like, something for sure is going to be in here. Pole beans came back. A volunteer tomato. More pole beans. He's growing up this thing. There was another tomato in here. So yeah, I'm glad I left that empty because I figured as much. So pole beans in the back. Oh, he's even attached. He crossed over and then he decided, oh, let me just grab the tomato since the tomato's not using this part, and then I'll just go up that. Okay, I see how it is. But that is it for the garden this week. Everything is growing great, especially these volunteer tomatoes. They are like, I mean, look how big this is. It goes the whole span. It's crazy. And I did not have any kind of support. The only support it has under here is the kale. that's it. Other than that, it seems to be, and I looked because I was gonna, the other day we had a bad storm coming and I was gonna prop it up somehow, but the parts of the stem that hit the ground rooted, so maybe that's why it's doing so well. I don't know, but that's one tomato plant, so that's crazy. Okay guys, well, I will see you next garden tour. Bye.